Greatest back scratcher of all time. Out of fear that I may lose it, I've tried to replace it, and there just isn't one out there that can do the trick. My travel water pick. For all my years of hardcore partying and drug abuse, I never took care of my teeth and gums, and I ended up with all kinds of problems. On the road, I went to therapy back in 2013, and this therapist was telling me that he feels that I have like a lot of anxiety and that Zoloft would help me. And I'm like, dude, I'm a clean and sober guy. You know, I don't take drugs. Turned out the therapist was a clean and sober guy too, and I just decided to humor him. I've since found that Zoloft really helps me. If I stop taking it, my mind can go to super dark places. If I am taking it, like, full steam ahead, baby. Gonna have my speakers, you know it, because I gotta rock. I'm not gonna count these speakers as essential because they're so replaceable. But I do love them because they've got these marks. When I would do meet and greets after my shows on tour, I'd pull out a marker to sign stuff, and I would push it in, jam it on there. So every one of these dots represents a different show on tour. You know, I will count the speakers as essential, but they're just not that sexy. What I really think is essential is the markers I travel with. Markers are totally essential to me. You know, I'm big into signing my merch. I'm ready to do it with white paint pen, with black marker, with silver. I'm so proud of my autograph. I practiced my autograph for years before anybody wanted it. And after signing it for the longest time, all of a sudden I realized that when I write my signature, I'm actually drawing a penis. I mean, it's fascinating. I gotta show it. You got a piece of paper? Yeah. And if it's a really important autograph, then I'll do hashtag Dickograph. This is for you guys. I'm an attention whore, and I gotta be ready to film attention-seeking behavior at all times. That's 3 different 4K cameras, and I'm ready to load up big memory cards and then back it up on the hard drive, and then in virtually real time, edit it on the computer. 2 really killer lights. What I operate with is a full-blown studio in my backpack. It's safe to say that camera stores are my happy place. Just had a really great experience at a camera store in Washington, D.C. On the same day that I got arrested for climbing on the Lincoln Memorial. Years ago, my tour manager said, you should come out with your own hot sauce because you just love hot sauce so much. And I was kind of resistant to it, but then we decided to give it a shot. And we came up with Steve-O's hot sauce for your butthole. We tried all different recipes and combined multiple ones of them. There was the XXX habanero I really liked, but also the habanero garlic. They had to go together. So technically I'm a chef. The other flavor that we just came out with, which is called Steve-O's Butthole Destroyer Hot Sauce. The top 3 ingredients are the 3 hottest peppers in the world: Scorpion, Ghost, and Carolina Reaper. So that's what's filling up the bottle. But people are buying it. Candidly, my diet's kind of all over the place. Being sensitive to my nutrition needs, I'm counting this as totally essential. It's called Athletic Greens AG1. This is how I start every day. I meditate in the morning, I get water to hydrate, and I pour into the water my Athletic Greens AG1, and it's great because I can do it on an empty stomach. It gives me all of the nutrition I need. I can feel good about eating like a jerk for the rest of the day, and it's actually delicious too. And they're not paying me to say that right now. So when I finish my Athletic Greens in the morning, Now I'm hydrated and I feel good about just pounding coffee. So I fill up this 24-ounce thermos. Oh man, this is up there on the essentials, dude. Plus this one in particular, I've managed to not lose through months of touring. What I love about it so much is that it's got this button, which is like a trigger, you know? It's not gonna spill unless you pull the trigger. So that's 9, and now it comes down to the most magical essential of them all. Up, 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 up. My wonderful Wendy from Peru. I actually found her in the streets of Peru. The video I made of bringing Wendy home from Peru got more views than any video I've ever put on the internet. It's a real kick in the nuts. But she comes with me everywhere. She's a bona fide, legit service dog. She's with me on every airplane. She's with me on every tour date. She actually performs in my show. I mean, she's just a phenomenal dog. I mean, she's extraordinary. She's a Belgian Malinois and evidently Xanax mix.